back. Welcome back to Writer's Workshop for our last day, learning about how to patrol our writing, all right? So let's review. So far this week, we have been working in our elf journals, and we have been writing about what our sneaky little elves are up to, right? Every day. And we have a pattern book where we're writing and we're looking at the elf. We're writing out what he's doing with our pattern. We're drawing out, then we're writing down the words, and then lastly we're coloring. And then before we turn the page, we are calling the cops and patrolling our writing. So we have talked about the C in the cops, where we're going to make sure that the letters are capitalized only at the beginning or in a name, right? Then we talked about order and organization, how we were going to be orderly and make sure our words went in the right order and that they made sense when we read them back, and that we were organized, right? That we had finger spaces in between our words so that we could see and find the words and be able to read it, right? Yesterday we talked about punctuation and how at the end of every sentence we need some kind of punctuation. That might be a period, an exclamation, or a question mark. And today we're going to talk about the S in COPS, and that's for spelling. And a lot of us are becoming amazing spellers. So pat yourself on the back. A lot of you are becoming amazing spellers, all right? And in kindergarten, we spell things the way that we hear things. And sometimes our spelling might not look like grown-up spelling, or it might not be exactly the way that we've seen it before. But we're sounding out words, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. That's good. But there are some words that we should be able to make sure that we're spelling the right way. Can you guys help me think of some words that we should spell correctly because we practice them every week on a little ring? Sight words, yes. Our sight words should be spelled correctly. We need to check and make sure if we're writing the word the, or of, or in, or to, we need to make sure those are spelled the right way. Those are words that we should know, okay? The other words that we should really make sure we're spelling are words that are called CVC words. And you worked on those all last week with Miss Fox. And those are words that have a consonant, vowel, consonant, and those are words that have 3 sounds to them. Okay, 3 sounds, a beginning, middle, and end. We should make sure that we're slowing down. Now, some words like reindeer or some bigger words have more sounds, right? There's lots of letters, and we might miss a few. But when we're writing beginning, middle, and end words, we should be hearing the beginning sound, the middle, and the end. So we have to check our spelling. And so I have wrote a couple sentences, and there's a couple mistakes in here. A couple times where we're going to need to call the cops on my spelling. And so I'm going to need your help to see if you can spot some boo-boos in my writing, some places where I need to call the cops. All right, so I'm going to read you my sentence, and I want you to look at it carefully. I'm going to read you the first one. My first sentence is, the cat is black. The cat is black. If you see something wrong, raise your hand. I do. I made a silly mistake. Boys and girls, how do I spell the sight word the? Is it T-E-H? That says tech. No. I have to make sure that I have the word the, T-H-E. That's a sight word. I should know how to spell that. Now look at this next part. I said the cat is black. Let's stretch this out. Cat? No, I have an I there. It? The kit is black? Boys and girls, how do you spell cat? I think I was in a hurry when I wrote this. Yes, let's try to do it together. What's that? That's an A, you're right. The at is black. Now, if I didn't read that back, I might not be able to fix that. But I had to fix that T-H-E, the, and that C-A-T, cat. It said kit. The cat is, I think that looks pretty good. And black, that looks good. Okay, so that sentence is good. Let's check it off. All right, how about this one? My bed is big. Hold on, that is not what I wrote. That looks right, but my bed? Boys and girls, what looks wrong with that word? Is that the sound for eh? That says my bad. My bad is big? No, what comes in the middle of bed? Yes, an E. My bed. That's a CVC word, right? Just like the word cat, where it has a beginning, middle, and end. I gotta get those words right now in kindergarten. All right, my bed is. No, I got those letters mixed up. My bed is. Okay, my bed is big. Oh, what? Do you guys see something wrong with the word big? What letter is that? If I get my B checker out, ooh, that sure doesn't look like a B. That says my bed is dig. Dig? Does that make sense? No, I put a D, and a lot of us are doing this. I put a D for a B, so I have to check my spelling on that. No, my bed is big. Now my sentence looks better and okay. So boys and girls, that is your job today. It's to go back and do your next page and to write and now patrol your spelling. Check your sight words. Check your CVC words. Make sure you're spelling those words the right way. Now, are there going to be some really big words that you're just going to have to stretch and get and do the best you can? Yes. But words like sight words and words like CVC words are words that you should be able to spell and that you should be hearing the beginning, middle, and end. Okay? All right, boys and girls, I am so excited to look at your elf journals and to see what all these different elves have been up to. They sound kind of mischievous. And so next week is our last week before break, when we have a lot of just catching up to do in class. We have a lot of testing to do. We have a lot of review to do. And so there will not be any new writing videos, but you will continue next week every day to write in your elf journal. You will continue to look, okay, to draw, to write, and then to color. Now I'm going to challenge you next week. Maybe you can put 2 sentences on each page. All right. Maybe instead of just saying the elf is on the tree, you could say the elf is on the tree. He is by the star. That would be another sentence you could write. Or maybe instead of just saying the elf is in the stocking, you could say the elf is in the stocking. He is hanging on. You could try to make an additional sentence to make your writing a little more tricky for you. If you're still having trouble with just one sentence, let's stick to that. But if you're writing one sentence and you're getting done lickety-split and you've called the cops on your writing and it looks good and you need a challenge, try telling me something else about what the elf is doing that day. Okay? So like I said, I won't see you. I'll see you maybe for morning meeting, but I won't be seeing you for writing. So you'll just continue to work on these elf journals all week next week and finish them up. Even when we're done with school, you can still finish up and write about what your elf is doing every day. All right, boys and girls, have a great weekend. And I will see you most of you at morning meeting next week if you're in my class or Miss Blackburn's class. And I'll see Miss Fox's friends after that. All right, see you guys. Bye.